Welcome back, fellow riders and adventurers. Today, what you see before you is not just another motorcycle, but the rebirth of a true legend. The 2026 Yamaha XT600 has finally arrived, and with it comes the return of one of the most iconic single-cylinder adventure thumpers of all time. This is the bike that defined an era of rugged simplicity, the machine that gave thousands of riders their first taste of serious dual-sport adventure, and now, it has been reimagined for a new generation. The XT600 of the past was a symbol of independence, of freedom, of long roads stretching into dusty horizons. Yamaha has tapped into that nostalgia, but they haven't simply copied the old formula, they've injected it with a careful blend of modern refinement and traditional toughness. The first impression is striking. From the front, the new XT600 looks bold and purposeful. The LED headlight is sharp and efficient, housed in a compact shroud that gives the bike a fierce, modern gaze. There's no excessive bodywork, no clutter, just a minimalistic front end that immediately tells you this bike is ready to get dirty. The high-mounted fender is classic dual-sport design, keeping mud and debris in check on rugged trails. The spoked wheels are wrapped in dual-purpose rubber that hints at both asphalt and adventure. Long travel upside-down forks dominate the view, clearly engineered to handle the punishment of off-road abuse while still giving confidence on the street. Step to the side and the bike's silhouette really comes alive. The tank is sculpted to flow naturally into the seat, slimmer than large adventure tourers yet muscular enough to look substantial. Yamaha has given it angular lines that call back to the past while still appearing current. The frame is tubular steel, exposed just enough to remind you this is a tool for exploration. The engine sits proudly at the center, slightly offset by brushed metal finishes and a simple side casing that oozes mechanical honesty. The side profile makes it clear this is a bike that values balance, with a tall stance, long wheelbase, and generous ground clearance. The seat height is commanding, tall enough for trail control, but Yamaha has shaped it carefully so riders don't feel overwhelmed in the saddle. Walk around to the back and the clean design continues. The taillight is compact, bright, and neatly integrated into a short tail section. Turn signals are slim and modern but tough enough to endure vibration. The rear fender has been trimmed for a sleeker look, but it still does its job of keeping muck from spraying the rider. The subframe is simple, exposed, and built strong, hinting at carrying racks, panniers, or whatever load an adventurer needs to strap on for a journey across continents. The exhaust exits high, tucked tight and minimalist, maintaining ground clearance while giving the bike a tidy profile. But a motorcycle is always more than how it looks, it's about what lies beneath. The new XT600 stays true to its roots with a single-cylinder, 4-stroke engine displacing just under 600 cc. It remains air-cooled, which may surprise some in an era dominated by liquid-cooled machines, but that decision speaks volumes. Air cooling means fewer moving parts, less complexity, and easier maintenance, especially in remote areas where reliability is the difference between finishing your ride or pushing your bike home. But don't mistake simplicity for outdatedness. This engine is equipped with modern electronic fuel injection, digital ignition, and ride-by-wire throttle response that smooths out delivery and improves efficiency. It breathes cleaner and burns more efficiently, meeting today's stricter emissions standards without losing its thumper character. Performance is exactly what riders hope for. Twist the throttle and the bike surges forward with torque right where you need it to low down, in the usable range. It doesn't scream at high RPM like a sport bike, nor does it overwhelm with excessive horsepower. Instead, it delivers predictable, dependable shove that makes steep hill climbs or technical trails far less intimidating. The big single-cylinder engine feels alive, thumping beneath you with a heartbeat that riders of the old XT600 will instantly recognize. Yet at the same time, it's smoother than ever before, with reduced vibration and better damping. On dirt roads, you'll feel the suspension working underneath you, soaking up ruts and rocks, while the bike's geometry keeps it stable and forgiving. On the street, it's surprisingly versatile. It cruises comfortably at highway speeds, though it's not meant for flat-out racing. Instead, it's about steady, confident progress. The upright riding position gives an excellent view of the road ahead. In the city, the narrow profile and lightweight make it easy to maneuver through traffic, while the torquey engine makes short bursts effortless. Take it onto twisty backroads and you'll find a willing companion alight, agile, and playful. The braking system, now featuring ABS, strikes a balance between modern safety and off-road usability, allowing riders to disable it when needed for technical terrain. Beyond performance, the XT600 speaks to a lifestyle. This is not the bike for riders who want endless electronics, adjustable traction modes, or overly complex dashboards. It's for the purist, the adventurer, the rider who values simplicity and connection. The analog-inspired digital dash gives only the essentials: speed, revs, trip meters, and fuel range. You don't need more, because the experience is about riding, not scrolling through menus. Yamaha has made a conscious choice to keep the machine free of gimmicks, and that decision reinforces its authenticity. Then comes the matter of price. Yamaha knows the audience for this motorcycle. It's not aimed at the luxury adventure crowd buying 1200cc touring rigs with heated seats and radar cruise control. It's designed for riders who want affordability, reliability, and a gateway into real adventure. Early reports suggest pricing will come in around the mid to upper single-digit thousands, undercutting many larger adventure bikes while delivering a genuine dual-sport experience. That makes it accessible to younger riders, to seasoned adventurers wanting a second bike, or to anyone seeking a no-nonsense machine to take them places most motorcycles won't dare. After spending time with the bike, the 2026 Yamaha XT600 feels like a statement from Yamaha to the motorcycle world. It says that adventure doesn't need to be complicated. It reminds us that the joy of riding comes from the connection between rider and machine, not from layers of electronics and excess weight. It's the spiritual successor to the bikes that built Yamaha's reputation in off-road adventure, and in many ways, it feels like a bridge between past and future. For those who remember the old XT600, this bike will hit a nostalgic nerve. For those new to the scene, it will feel refreshing in its honesty. And for riders who have been drowning in a sea of oversized adventure machines, it may feel like exactly what they've been waiting for. Yamaha has managed to respect tradition while embracing progress, and that's no easy task. As the sun sets and the XT600 sits against the glowing horizon, the silhouette tells the whole story. It's tall, purposeful, stripped down, and ready for anything. A motorcycle that doesn't need to shout to be heard, because its presence speaks volumes. This is more than just a machinea, it's a companion for the road ahead, a partner for the trails, and a reminder of why we ride in the first place. So here we are, with the 2026 Yamaha XT600. A reborn legend that balances rugged simplicity with just the right touch of modern refinement. If this bike speaks to you the way it does to me, then you know the future of adventure is not about more, it's about less.